This is Prime Cyber Insights. I'm Aaron Cole. Today's headline is pretty simple. CISA just tagged a SolarWinds Web Help Desk flaw as actively exploited. And yeah, it's the kind of bug you don't schedule for later.
I'm Lauren Mitchell. We're going to walk through what CISA's KEV listing means operationally, what to patch, what to look for after you patch, and why that window between disclosure and exploitation just keeps shrinking.
Let's get specific. CISA added CVE 2025-40551 in SolarWinds Web Help Desk to the Known Exploited Vulnerabilities catalog. It's a CVSS 9.8 issue, deserialization of untrusted data that can lead to remote code execution, and critically, it can be exploited without authentication. That combo, unauthenticated plus RCE, is a high-leverage initial access vector. Even without public details on who's weaponizing it or at what scale, actively exploited is CISA telling you this is happening in the real world, not just in theory. So the immediate playbook is boring, but urgent. First, find every Web Help Desk instance on-prem tucked into DMZs or, forgotten in a lab VLAN. Second, upgrade to WHD 2026.1, because SolarWinds shipped fixes not just for this CVE, but also a cluster of other high-severity ones released alongside it.
And third, treat patching as the start, not the finish. If exploitation is active, you need post-patch validation. Pull web server and application logs around suspicious requests, check for new processes spawned by the service account, and review any outbound connections from the WHD host that don't match normal ticketing behavior.
CISA didn't stop with SolarWinds. They also added Sangoma FreePBX bugs, one that's essentially an improper authentication bypass and another OS command injection, and a GitLab SSRF, CVE 2021-39935, that researchers previously flagged during coordinated SSRF scanning surges across multiple platforms.
The pattern here matters. Attackers love externally reachable admin and workflow systems, help desk, CI/CD, VoIP management, because compromise is both quiet and powerful. An SSRF and GitLab can become internal recon, metadata harvesting, or a pivot into internal services. FreePBX issues can mean call infrastructure exposure and a foothold into networks that treat telephony as not IT.
Now, a defensive upgrade to pair with all of this. Microsoft is adding Sysmon functionality into Windows in insider dev and beta builds. Sysmon has long been a go-to for deeper endpoint telemetry, but at enterprise scale, packaging, deployment, and support have been a pain.
Built-in Sysmon, disabled by default, could lower friction for collecting high-value events into the standard Windows event log, where SIEM and EDR tools can pick it up. The key operational notes? Enabling it requires PowerShell, and Microsoft says you'll need to uninstall any existing Sysmon before turning on the built-in version.
Net-net, if you run SolarWinds Web Help Desk, treat CVE 2025-40551 like a now problem. Inventory, patch to 2026.1, then hunt for signs of exploitation. And zooming out, KEV is your prioritization engine. If it's on the list, it belongs at the top of your change calendar.
And that's today's Prime Cyber Insights. Subscribe for the daily rundown, and for links and notes, head to pci.neuralnewscast.com. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.